It's 2023 and I have a whole new makeup routine. I have changed a lot of products, some techniques, and today I will be showing you how to achieve a flawless makeup base for summers if you have oily or combination skin. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off with a sunscreen. You have to choose a sunscreen with minimal white cast and try to choose a formula that doesn't pill at all. Because we are going to apply a few different products on top of this, so you want your sunscreen to be very lightweight and something that doesn't pill. So I am using the Super Bright sunscreen from Dot & Key. This is my current favorite. I just love this sunscreen. I use it every day. I use it under makeup. It's such a good sunscreen. Also, you have to take care of your skin, so do apply a sunscreen because a good base always starts with good skin. Next is primer. For that, I'm using the Insight Pore Minimizer Primer. This is a must-have primer for me. I mean, I like using my Smashbox primer a lot, but that's a product that's a little bit on the high-end side. So if I'm not using that, I definitely do like this one. This is a good drugstore option. It's very, very lightweight. You can also focus it on your under eyes so that there is no creasing of the concealer. And I also like to apply it around my smile lines. If you have really oily skin, you can apply this all over your face as well. Next is a CC serum. I am going to use a CC serum for this video. In fact, I have switched to CC serums and BB creams and tinted moisturizers over foundation because I think that these are more lightweight products and I prefer these because they even out my skin tone without having to apply a proper layer of foundation. So what I do is I take the serum on the back of my hand, I pick it up with a sponge and then apply it on my skin. You get good coverage and the most natural finish with this technique. The CC cream also has really good coverage and it's very, very lightweight. And this is not sponsored or anything, you guys. Whenever I include Mamaearth products in my videos, a few of the viewers assume that it's sponsored, but this is not. Trust me, if anything is sponsored, you will know about it. I make sure that it's very, very clear and all of my viewers know that they are watching sponsored content. After this, I'm going to use a concealer, and these days I want to pick a concealer that has a matte finish. I didn't used to pay any attention to the finish of the concealer earlier, but recently I have started using matte finish concealers a lot because I feel that they do not settle in the fine lines under my eyes. And they also cover my dark circles better. Especially during summers when I have a combination skin, I think a matte finish concealer is better for me. So what I do is I place my concealer in 3 spots instead of 2. Earlier I used to place it in 2 spots. I added one on the inner corner. And what that does is it really brightens up my face. If you've never tried this, try it once. Use a smaller brush to blend the inner corner. You will really like it. I did use a couple of brushes for this. Number one was the PAK 218 brush and the second one was the Cuffs and Lashes E009 brush. Next is setting your face, and powder is the key. Invest your money in a good setting powder because it's something that's going to hold your makeup in place. Especially if you have combination or oily skin, having a good powder is important. So here I'm using this one from Kiro Botanico because I think that this one mattifies your skin without making it look too cakey or matte. And it also holds your makeup in place. After this, I am going to do my brows. For that, I'm using this micro brow pencil from Nykaa. So this is a brow routine that I have been loving. First of all, I just fill in all the sparse areas. Earlier, I used to use just hair-like strokes. But recently, I've started filling them in really properly. And then I'll just use a brow mascara to separate the brow hair. Obviously, I am going to use hair-like strokes wherever needed. But overall, I like to fill in my brows really nicely before moving to the brow mascara. And next I am going to use this Essence Brow Mascara. This is my favorite. This will just make your eyebrows look more feathery. They're not going to look like block brows. And now let's move on to the eyeshadow. For that, I'm just going to use this brown eyeliner from NYX. The one thing that I really want to mention is that I have simplified my eyeshadow routine a lot. This is like a go-to makeup routine for me. This is the best eyeliner if you have deep brown eyes and if you are a busy person. If you don't want to apply and blend a lot of powder eyeshadow, you can use this. It's also more long-lasting than powder eyeshadows. Then I'm just going to finish off the eye look with some mascara, but before that I am going to curl my lashes. So always use a good mascara. I am very picky with mascara. I have always been very picky with mascara because I have super fine lashes and I do want them to look more voluminous, especially for a look like this when I'm not using false eyelashes. So I'm just making sure that I'm coating each and every lash with this mascara. This one is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, by the way. Next is bronzer. Forget about cream contouring or cream blush, just get a bronzer. Get a bronzer with a neutral undertone. Now for oily and combination skin, the less layer of cream or liquid products you put on your face, the better. I have noticed that I stopped cream contouring completely because I felt like it was too much. It also took so much time to blend. When I started this channel, there were not a lot of bronzers available in the market, especially for dusky skin, there were none. But now I think that there are a few good bronzers in the market and I have a whole video on that, you can check that out. Here I'm using this bronzer from Relove. I really like it. The best thing about this bronzer is the undertone. It looks so good on my warm olive skin tone. I use it to define my face a little bit and then I also use it to warm up my face a little bit. Let's move on to powder blush. This one from La Mer is the best. The color is such a subtle pink, it's not too matte and it sits beautifully on my skin. Now I love using cream and liquid blushes, but powder blush is my favorite because you can definitely blend it out easily. You can blend it according to your liking and it's going to have zero effect on your base, that is your foundation and your concealer. On the other hand, if you don't get the right cream or liquid blush, it can just take off your foundation in one go and then you will have to start from beginning. So I'd say that powder blush is less risky and I really love this one from La Mer. Then we have a setting spray. This is the most important product for a good makeup base and a long-lasting makeup base. I used to ignore setting sprays a lot, like if you watch my previous videos, you will see I'm not using a setting spray in most of them. It's a very important product to keep your makeup fresh for a longer time. Next, I'm just going to add a highlighter only in some areas, not all over my face. If you're using the same setting spray, that is the NYX matte one, you will not need a highlighter for your face. Powder highlighter also has become a thing that I would only use for a special glam look or for a special occasion. And it's not something that I will have in my everyday makeup kit. Let's move on to lips. I am going to use the K-Beauty Matte Action Lip Liner in Fame. And then as you guys know, I'm loving glossy lips these days. I'm just going to use this e.l.f. lip lacquer on top of the lip liner. And that's it for the video. I really hope that some of these tips are going to be helpful. If they were, do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.